Welcome back to the Batcave, everybody. And I am here today with something that I didn't expect to get here until early next month, but it showed up early. I am here with the Jazz Inc. Batmobile 1/6 scale from Jazz Inc. This is my very first Jazz Inc. product. Beautiful. This is just a quick look at the box. And I'll give you a look at the sides. Here's the back. All right. Okay, so once you get it out of the box, this is what you're gonna see. You can see they use straps. These are the accessories, instructions. Ooh, a new pair of gloves. All right, cool. I'm excited about that. Could always use some more of those. Okay, so that's what that looks like. So just real quick to give you an idea of what's all in here, you got these are like the shin things that pop out of the side of the car, which I will almost certainly not use. Here you got the plug. Here you got the remote. These are all the bat discs, the magnet, the syringe for the smoke effect, which I will also likely never use. Wow, these are huge. These are way bigger than I thought they would be. I'm assuming those are for the wheels. And then again, like I said, the gloves and the adapter and all that stuff. Oh, that's the back part of the car. Okay. All right, so once you remove the top portion, this is what the car looks like on the inside. So I'll have to pull that out. I pulled this out just to have it ready. It's got a little turntable that it comes with so that you can spin it around. Ooh, it's like a nice fabric-y material on here so it doesn't scratch it up. That's nice. So just so to give you an idea of what you got to do here, you do have to pull these out. I just cut this out with just a regular X-Acto knife. So you're gonna have to cut out all of these because these are the zip ties that are holding the car in place so it's not bouncing around in there. So you're gonna have to do that first. Okay, so here it is, right out of the box. Wow. So I gotta say, when I was pulling it out of the plastic, the first thing that I noticed, like I know a lot of people are saying, is the paint job. The paint job really stands, especially, I do have the Hot Toys. It's right up there. I had to jam it in my closet for now because I don't know if I'm going to sell it or what. I don't have the box for it anymore, so it's going to be hard to sell. But the paint job is definitely a mile ahead of Hot Toys. And I gotta say, looking at the car, I was worried about how big it was going to be because, this table is it. Like, I don't have anywhere to put this car other than this table. And it's big, all right, but it's not going to be an issue. These I thought were going to be a real problem. These ties, getting these off of here. But actually, I just put, when I put that knife in there, they kind of just snapped right off. So that was not a big issue like I thought it was going to be. But I will say, full disclosure, I was a little concerned. Well, I wasn't super excited, to be honest, when I first ordered this. In fact, I kind of had to talk myself into ordering it because I already have the Hot Toys, and I love that. I've always loved the Hot Toys. I've never had a Jazz Inc. product. This is my first. It's a lot of money. It's a whole lot, like double the price of the Hot Toy. So I wasn't sure if it was worth doing, but I thought, this is my favorite car of all time. I got to at least give them a shot. And I kind of just, this wasn't like on my super high excitement level. But having it here, there's definitely something special going on with this car. There's something that's just beautiful. Just like, it's like the kid in me is just like, yes, that's it. That's it. That's it right there. That's how it should look. And that's kind of what's going on in my mind right now. And kind of just want to share my thoughts on that right out the gate, even though I still have, more stuff to put on this. I got to say, so far, right out of the gate, this is really beautiful. And I was a little worried, I saw some people who weren't as excited with theirs. I'm looking real hard for paint issues. I don't see any. I am seeing what people consider the dent issues, like right there. It's almost indistinguishable. Like, I mean, when you see it, it's, yeah, but it's not like, it's not horrendous. You know, it's not. I know people are going to be in the comments disagreeing and being like, "No, that's terrible," and but it's really not. It's, I mean, especially with the black color. I mean, I mean, now that I'm looking at it on the camera, I'm seeing it a lot more than I am with the naked eye. With the naked eye, I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I can kind of see it. So it is there, and if that's something that's going to bother you, it is what it is. But if you love this car and you love these films like I do, then this is not going to be an issue for you. That's all I'm saying. Like, you're going to be okay. It's really not that big of a deal because the rest of this car and the paint job and everything is so beautiful that like I'm finding it hard to even describe it. So let me put some more stuff on here. Okay, so I've removed the plastic wrap from the guns, and I just kind of want to show you these real quick. These actually extend. I don't think these extend on the Hot Toys. I don't know. I've never tried it, I don't think. But these obviously open. You can see some of the rounds in there. I know in the original, like the test batch they put out, oh, this thing pulls back and forth too. This little bolt here. People were having problems getting these to stay up. I do not have a problem getting this to stay up. They've obviously fixed that issue because I'm having no issues with that at all. And then they go back down, no problem. So far I'm not seeing any issues here. Okay, so it turns out it actually doesn't come with gloves. It comes with just this little rag thing, which is also nice so that you can wipe it down a little bit. Luckily I do have some gloves, so I'm going to use that because I want to put on this back piece that goes on the back, and I really don't want to touch it just because the paint is so nice that I really don't mess around with this paint, even though I'm probably going to have to take that off to use the smoke effect again here. These are the little baggies. These are for the exhaust. They come in little bags. You get these two little chains that are going to go in here somewhere. Well, not in here, but in, where is it, like here somewhere? And then these, just like on the Hot Toys Batmobile, are supposed to go right in there. Okay. Okay, so just real quick, I got the canopy open here. It's very light, very thin plastic here. You just kind of pop it right up. The lights are not on yet. I don't quite have it plugged in, but give you a look at the seats, how they look. Really good. Let me see here. Yeah, it does feel like kind of like a plasticky, not plasticky, but you know, like a soft, yeah, it is kind of plasticky material, but it does definitely have that nice leather look, a leather effect to it, like it should have. And then, I guess it's pretty dark in there, but before I get it lit up, I'll just show it to you what it looks like without the lights on. Okay, the steering wheel here is die-cast, which is very cool. There's a lot of die-cast. These parts are die-cast. I know there's other parts too. Ooh, that makes me nervous. Where does this even go? Well, I might have to figure out where that goes. Okay, yeah, it was just really dark. There's a hole in there where that just inserts. And so this can turn. It does not turn the wheels or anything, but it does turn. Okay, so now that's in there. Okay, so these panels, I'm a little worried because a lot of people are saying that these don't fit right. We're going to find out right now. They are labeled left and right. Oh, it comes with a little battery. Oh, that's probably for the remote. Okay, so that's those. All right, let's just, let's see. That's, no, I mean, I don't know. It seems fine to me. Let's try the other one. Okay, that one, I mean, maybe a little. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I can see what this really is not. Yeah, this is one of those little tiny things. You can see here how like it's not as flush as maybe you'd like it to be. But it's not like it's not super egregious. Oh, that's fine. That's totally fine. Okay, yeah, now it's in. Yeah, I just feel like a lot of the complaints about this that I've seen so far are kind of crybaby complaints, to be honest with you. And maybe it's just I got lucky and I have a good one. That's a possibility. But so far, I am seeing some of the little things like the dents in the side. These, which now that I think about it, I think these are just absolutely fine. I don't have any issue with those whatsoever. Um, the biggest issue I'm going to have with this is that it is an absolute dust and hair magnet. Like, it's going to be a nightmare keeping this thing clean. And that's obviously not a jazzing problem. That's a me problem. If you have a dog or a cat or an animal or something, you're not going to want them in the room with this car. I can tell you right now, because my dog isn't even allowed in this room, and I'm still seeing her little hairs clinging to the side of this thing. So, and I just pulled it out. So I can tell that that's going to be a bit of an issue. So I just noticed with this set, they also include a pair of tweezers, which are supposed to be for these, to get these to go on there a little easier. So that's nice. And they even include a tiny little screwdriver, which I'm assuming is to remove the back panel for the remote. So I'm gonna mess with that remote real quick. So I'm actually really struggling right now to get the back part of this. Maybe I'm just stupid because I've seen other people struggle with this too. Like, because the screw doesn't come in it automatically. But I cannot get this back piece off. And I don't know what I'm doing wrong here. Okay, so I got it. I had to use the tweezers here. I just jammed them into the side here. It was unpleasant. But this little battery, which is included, should just go right in there like that. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. And then, oops. Just pop this back in. All right, should be good to go. It also does come with the two little screws that just go back into the back so that you can put them back in there. But this is just a look at the remote. I really like this. I thought this was a brilliant idea. Using, the little stop remote from the film, even though it's a little bigger than it actually was in the film, it's still awesome. It's just such a cool idea. Okay, so now I put in these little side panels here. This is where you would install these shin breaker things, which I'm not going to do. This is actually a scene from the second movie, from Batman Returns, where they shoot out and he knocks the guys off of his stilts. I am not going to use those. I didn't use them on the Hot Toys either. But I will show you how this works. This is a magnet. There it is. And so this is what you want to use to pop these in and out, or to get these open, because I want to put in the bat discs, which I have right here. Okay, so you want to pull out from here, and here you can see there are slots here for the bat discs. And the bat discs in the movie, they shoot out so fast you don't even really see them. But these also are made of a die-cast material, and they just slip in just like that. It's exactly the same way on the Hot Toys. So, there you go. And then in the film, in the Batman Returns, actually, this thing just shoots out, and these shoot out at the guys on their motorcycles. Okay. And then it's going to be the same thing on the other side. All right, so let's talk about these wheel things, because this is something that is kind of ridiculous. Not ridiculous, but it's a little silly. These you have to use 3M tape, which they provide, because I guess, I don't know if the magnets weren't working or what, but these little metal bats are supposed, so you can see that they already have some on here, they just give you some extra. And these go in here. And I don't know why they didn't just, maybe because it's die cast going onto metal. That's probably, it's probably because it's die cast going onto plastic. That's certainly the reason. So they add these, separately, but I would have almost preferred it if they had just, put it into the mold, just like they did with the Hot Toys. Does this need to be die cast? Not really. It's cool that it is, but like the trade-off is the 3M tape. And that's, because I know a lot of people are struggling with those. Some of them are falling off. That's not cool. But whatever. It is cool that it's die cast. I don't know. I just feel like, I don't know if that was the best way to do it, but it is what it is. One thing I do want to talk about real quick before I put these on are, like, it's so cool to have a 1/6 vehicle with actual writing the correct, accurate writing and details on the sidewalls of the tire. That's really cool. You know, because I have the DeLorean and I have the Hot Toy, and they're beautiful and I love them. But it's there's there's just something cool about having actual details on the side of the tires, because none of my other cars have that. So that's really, really cool. Sportsman. Yeah, the Mickey tires, Mickey Thompson tires. Love it. That is awesome. So that's a pretty cool tier. And those are the kind of details that you pay for in this car. And so far, I'm pretty happy, I gotta tell you. Okay, so I have installed all of these. You can see they're a little rickety. You know, I don't know how long that's gonna stay on there, to be honest with you. And that's my issue. You know, I get it. They did what they felt they needed to do, but I don't know if that's the best solution, you know, for a $1,700 car. But it still looks cool, and I appreciate that that they use diecast to do that. I did plug it in. I really, really appreciate that they include this little charger. That is super cool. You can see it is now lit up on the inside. Awesome. Very, very cool. It's really hard to get a good look in there, but yeah, you can see everything is lit up. It's so cool. Even like, you can't really see it probably too well, but like there's font, little tiny font on the inside in the column. If I can get that to focus a little better so you can see it better. But yeah, there's definitely there's incredible detail put in here that I really appreciate. All right, so let's try this out. Let's try the remote and see if it works. So, is this lit up? Yeah, okay, so it is lit up now in the front. Beautiful. Okay, so number 1 on the remote controls the front lights. I think 2 is, yeah, okay, so 2 are like the back lights. These are like the actual, like, you know, the Ferrari lights that they used. So you can turn those on. Oh, okay, so 3. That is so cool, man. It's so cool to have a control. None of my Hot Toys can do this, so this is really neat to have a control that can do this. I think 4 might have something to do with the this. Oh, okay. I forgot about this. So 5. Yeah, I know some people that got test batches, they were having issues with this. No issues here. Okay, and then, oh, wait, what? I'm not sure what 6 is supposed to do. I think 6 is supposed to make noise, but, oh, there it is.
Stop.
Okay, so hopefully I don't get in a whole lot of trouble by Warner Brothers for using some of those, but I just kind of wanted to give you an idea of what all the buttons do. In the back here, man, actually I'm going to put my gloves back on because I don't want to mess with that without gloves. Okay, so they do include an Allen wrench, or Allen wrench, whatever you call it, and that you just take off the back piece. You're going to have to unscrew these so that you can access the little port here for the steam function, or the exhaust function, whatever you want to call it. All right, so once you take out the screws, you're going to fill your syringe with just, you know, regular water, and you're going to put it in there, which I'm going to do off camera so I don't spill it everywhere. Okay, and that's how you're going to make the steam function work. All right, so let's see if I can get this to work. First of all, let's take a look back here. Okay, so 4 is the back burner. 5 is the turbine in front. There you go. Okay, so this is the little Steam feature, and this will very likely be the one and only time that I ever use it. Um, it's cool, you know. I can see how some people would think that that's really cool. To me, I am never going to use this ever again. This is the one and only time you you will ever see me do this. Maybe I guess if somebody comes over and I'm like, I really want to show them the car, I could show them this. But I guess I could just show them this video and I wouldn't even have to bother. Because, you know, it takes some effort to pull off this and then unscrew these just to get that little effect to happen. I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm going to go ahead and give you my thoughts overall on this car. I think it's beautiful. I think it's awesome. If you are a massive 89 fan, you know, and this has been a big month for me as far as 89. I just got that in. A few months ago, I got in the Hot Toy. You know, I'm a Batman 89 fanatic. These movies, like have a place in the back of my brain that just never goes away. So, for me, you know, this is my favorite movie of all time. I have to have this. You know, it would be wrong for me to not have it. In fact, it's already kind of wrong that I didn't get the Batwing, which really, really eats at me, but it was just too expensive and too big, and I just don't have room. But I still regret it because, man, it's beautiful. So I had to have this. I had to have at least something. Um, and I gotta say, I'm really happy. The paint job is absolutely beautiful, but you better keep a rag around because this is going to be a super dust magnet. The lights are awesome. The controller is awesome. I really like the controller. I was super excited when Yoast announced he was doing this. I was like, that's the coolest thing I've ever heard. So thank you, Yoast, for that. That was a great idea. The tires having this brass color. You know, as a kid, I never really noticed that they were brass color. But, I mean, I appreciate the accuracy. I appreciate the passion that went into making this car. If I had nitpicks, there's a few things that, like, is just a me thing. I don't like the gimmicky stuff, like the sound effects and the smoke effect. And that's just me, because I know there's a lot of people that do like that. But to me, I would rather Yoast literally just keep the profit and put it towards something else, or make that canopy open up mechanically. Like, if I could make that canopy pop open with that controller, I would pass out right now. It would be the coolest thing in the world. And I get it. I think he said that, like, mechanically it was kind of an issue, and that's understandable. But, like, I don't need this thing to shoot smoke out and make noise. Like, to me, and actually the noise, like, when I watch other people's videos, it sounded kind of like Walmarty, you know, like when you press the cars at Walmart and they make noise. And that's why it bothers me, because it reminds me of that. But it's actually really loud. It's like shockingly loud and clear when you have it in person. It doesn't sound cheap, you know, and it probably does sound cheap for you watching this video, but in reality it doesn't sound cheap. But I would literally rather just Yoast just keep the money. You know, I like the diecast. I do like the diecast. That's cool. I mean, this is kind of an issue, but I get it. But I do like the diecast parts. I just don't, and like, even like, what is it, like, is it 5? Yeah, this, I don't need this, Yoast. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, you know, it's cool. I don't need that thing to turn. I just need this thing to look pretty and light up, and it does that, and I'm grateful for it. But like, the other stuff, I just don't think it's necessary. But that being said, this car is absolutely beautiful. Another thing I should probably point out too, it does come with this little cap, which I will use, because, like I said, I will not use the smoke effect ever, and that just goes on the back. You just pop that in there, and then the smoke effect, you know, is not going to work anymore. But that's where that goes. If you're going to use that, and I am, let's see if I can. Oops, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, so now that's back on. So yeah, that's kind of it, I think. I did want to point out, actually, I forgot. They do come with this cool book, which is neat. This I do like. This is cool, especially since, you know, it has some thoughts and, you know, commentary from some of the people who actually made this. I know there's a page in here for Justin's Collectibles. These are some of the early sketches. This is cool. I do like this. This is cool. They did send me also, before I forget, I did get this little plate in the mail about a week or two ago. which comes with every vehicle. So I got 1549. So there's that. So man, this thing's already covered in dust. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys, because this video is getting kind of long. But yeah, I'm really excited to have this. This is my first ever Jazz Inc. I am absolutely, oh my gosh, look at that. Look at that side shot. Like that is insane. I guess you know what I should do? I should probably compare it to the Hot Toys real quick. Okay, so let me just pull back a little bit. So here you can see both of them side by side. You can definitely see, you maybe you're not noticing as much on camera, but the paint job is the first thing that is the massive difference that you're going to notice. It is, the paint job on the Jazz Inc. is miles better. You know, I thought the Jazz Inc. was going to be way bigger, but it's actually, I mean, it is bigger. It's absolutely bigger. But it's not like concerning like I thought it was going to be. So I'm actually really glad about that. The Batmobile is definitely a lot more flat color. It's not quite as accurate as far as all the details and just the way it's sculpted and made. You know, yeah, you're not going to have the little dent thingies. But anybody who really loves this car and loves these, you're not going to care. I'm telling you right now, you're not going to care. I can't even see them. Like I'm like looking around for them right now. Oh, yeah, I can see them on camera, but I cannot see them in person. So that's how minute they are. Like if you have to whip out your camera to find them, it's really not an issue for me. Maybe it is for you, and I totally understand. But for me, it's a non-issue. So anyway, guys, I should probably wrap this up because this video is getting kind of long. But yeah, if you are a Batman 89 fan and you really want to try Jazz Inc., like this is the one to get probably. I know he's been considering the 112th Batwing. I don't think I could pass on it. I love the Batwing. It's beautiful. I want it. I don't have any room for it, but I want it. So I hope that actually happens. Other than that, I don't know what else I would really need. I mean, the Arkham Batmobile, maybe the Arkham City Batmobile, that would be really cool. Now, I wouldn't really necessarily need the Arkham Knight one, but yeah, the Arkham City one from the first, like, or from Arkham Asylum, I would totally be interested in that. I don't think I need another Tumbler. I love the Tumbler, it's great, but like, I don't know if I'm probably lying to you. I probably would get it, but I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, guys, I just want to share my thoughts with this about this. I love it. If you're in the Phoenix area and you want a Hot Toys Batmobile, let me know because I need to get rid of this thing as much as I love it. And man, I was so excited to get it, and I still am. I still love it, but it just doesn't compare to this, and I don't want to take up room for something I don't need. So yeah, I'm probably gonna have to sell it because I have this now. So yeah, Yost, if you're watching, I'm very happy with this. I love it. If you're on the fence about this, you're gonna be happy. You're gonna love it too. Everything is correct on it. The paint job is correct. I know some people were concerned about like the green in the paint. I'm not even really seeing it. It's maybe a little bit. It's so subtle, and I was concerned. I was like, that looks awfully green, but it's really not bothering me. Maybe it's just the lighting I have in here. But to me, this looks absolutely beautiful. The cone in the front being gray, it's all right. Like I mean, I really can't complain too much. My only nitpicks are things that other people are probably gonna like the exhaust thing and the sound effects. You know, you're probably gonna like it. It's not my thing, but that's okay. I would literally rather Yost just keep the money or put it into another project. But anyway, guys, that's just my thoughts for now. Let me know what you think. I'm super excited. Now I have this. With these, it's been a good year. I'm pretty happy right now. I just found out that the Arkham Poison Ivy is ready to ship, but I'm not ready for it to ship because I still owe like $900 on it, so that's going to have to wait a few months. But that is coming. I have Arkham City Ivy coming. I also have the Artisan Joker showing up probably next few weeks. I actually bought that Sideshow Beetlejuice, which I don't know why I don't have right now, but I still don't. That should be here any day. So I still have a lot of cool things coming. But in the meantime, guys, thanks for watching. I'm very happy, and I will see you in the next one.